No, 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 absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Come here. No. Don't you fucking think about it, Netflix. Don't you fucking think about it. Don't you even fucking dare touch the greatest shonen anime ever made. And that is not an understatement. I am livid. I really hope that this is not true and IGN is just pulling an early April Fool's joke, because if this story is true, if this is actually happening, fuck you, Netflix. Like, sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I like what you call, I like your company. I like many of the films and series you have given me over the years. But this right here, for me, it's crossing a line that I thought would never be crossed. Especially with you. Especially with you. Look, I'm sorry to go off like this so violently. I literally just came in here and started yelling no. But man, I saw something today that made me do a triple take, not a double take. Triple take. I did a triple take. And I'm like, that can't be real. That's gotta be one of those, like, those fake posters that go around the internet. Like, you know, they're just like kind of teasing the idea that it might happen, but we all know it's not actually gonna happen, right? So I went to Twitter to see if, hey, maybe they posted it on Twitter as well. If it's posted on Twitter, there's a strong possibility that this could be real. And what do I find? I find the same thing. You can probably see it from here, but it says, surprise from the underworld. The legendary manga is returning as a live-action series. The main roles for YuYu Hakusho will be revealed soon. And you got Yusuke with his spirit gun. You got the rose for Kurama. I'm assuming this little shrouded sheet thingy, that has to be Hiei. And of course, he wraps his arm up to hide the dragon of the darkness flame. And of course, the guy with the jacket over his shoulder is obviously Kuwabara. No! No! Absolutely not! I don't think so. You have proven, you have a track record, Netflix, of producing shitty live-action remakes of classic anime. Japanese or English. I hear a lot of people asking, well, is it going to be an American company that's producing it? Or is it a Japanese company? Like, that fucking makes a difference. What, did we forget Full Metal Alchemist, which was a Japanese production? We're going to forget about Attack on Titan. Japanese production. And it was terrible. People say Bleach was okay, but I remember watching it, and I don't know what the fuck they were watching. I hated it. The only good live-action remake of a quote-unquote classic anime to this day is still Death Note. Everything else, before and after, like nothing. And then when I say Death Note, of course, I'm talking about the 2009 movie. Of course, I'm talking about the 2009 movie, not the 2017 piece of shit that doesn't deserve the name Death Note. But right there, that's nail in the coffin number 2. Death Note 2017. What happened? What happened? And then you're going to say, well, what's nail in the coffin number 3? Let's think about this year. Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy fucking Bebop. Classic anime from the 90s. Considered one of the greatest anime of all time. And they fucking dropped the ball. In an embarrassing fashion, too. And now you want to dare touch YuYu Hakusho? Which is, without question, the greatest shonen anime ever made. The closest thing that can rival it, in my opinion, is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. No other anime compares. Why do I think that? Because I personally think Yu Yu Hakusho is a near perfect anime. If it wasn't for how bad, or not bad, but how mediocre the final few episodes of season 4 was, even though it was building up to something interesting, it would have been a perfect series. But because the creator got bored writing the show, he really half-assed it near the end. But even though he half-assed it in the end, he still gave us a very satisfying conclusion. I loved the way Yu Yu Hakusho ended. I thought it's one of the few endings that ends everything so perfectly. Like, there's no loose ends anymore. Every character is where they need to be. It's perfect. It's the closest thing to a perfect ending that you could honestly ask for in anime. And you want to tarnish this? You want to ruin this by making a live action remake? Why? Why? Have you not learned your lesson already? I feel like that scene from SpongeBob. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Like, oh, Netflix is the old man and I'm the bluefish, like, yelling at him, like, what are you fucking doing right now? Unbelievable, like... Sorry, I'm just like taking it all in. Like I'm just sitting here just reflecting on everything now. And man, how did we get here? How did we get here to a Yu Yu Hakusho live action in 30 years since its last airing? No one ever touched Yu Yu Hakusho. And for good reason, I would think. It's one of those few shows that works perfectly as an anime and it didn't need a live action adaptation. Because, honestly speaking, it might look really cheesy. Honestly speaking, it might look really cheesy. Especially, I don't think Netflix is going to give them the budget that they need to make this series perfect. Hello, a lot of this series has demons everywhere. You're going to have to shell out money for makeup artists. Or at least you're going to have to shell out money for CGI artists. And your CGI in these live action anime films or series, they look like shit. Don't even lie, Netflix. You have all this money, yet when it comes to actually investing that money that you're taking from us into the shows that we want to watch, you don't even put in the proper resources, the proper funding to make these shows work. To make them viable. To make them look great. And you honestly expect me to believe that you are going to treat Yu Yu Hakusho with any sort of respect? Or to treat it like the art, the masterpiece that it truly is? You've not proven that to me, Netflix. You've not proven that to me. Unless it's Stranger Things. Or unless it's now, Squid Games. If it's a show that is profitable and you know it, then you'll shell out the big bucks. But if it's one of these this is a property that's popular, it hasn't been touched in a couple decades, I guess we might as well tackle into the nostalgia of the show. Fuck you. How dare you use my nostalgia against me? And I will not watch this show. I will not watch this show. Fuck you if you think I'm gonna watch this show. You almost tricked me. You almost fucking tricked me with that Cowboy Bebop one. I thought, wow, you know what? That kind of looks impressive. It looks like they're actually putting forth an effort, and then I find out what the show actually is, and it's a train wreck. And considering you canceled it, you agree. You agree. I can't believe this might happen. I live in a world. I live in a dimension where the greatest shonen anime of all time might get its legacy tarnished because a greedy corporation wants to make a live action remake of it, and they're probably not even half-assed. They're gonna quarter-ass it. Like, guys, what would even looking at the picture, look at the picture again. Like, this looks so cheap. This looks like someone, like, just popped up some Photoshop and just half-assed this real quick to shoot something out. This doesn't look impressive. I'm sorry, it doesn't look impressive. It looks like gunk to me. What about this is impressive? The minute I saw this image, I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry, dude. It looks bad. I don't know what to... Am I overreacting? Yes, I'm definitely overreacting. I'm definitely... Sorry. I'm definitely overreacting. I'm definitely acting really emotional. But it means so much to me. It means so much to me. I love YuYu Hakusho. I wasn't exaggerating when I said it's the greatest shonen anime of all time. It has the best action, the greatest character developments, the greatest arcs, some of the best and most enthralling villains anime has ever created. One of the greatest mentors. Kawinma's funny. Botan's useful. Keiko is not some bimbo that Yusuke just kinda likes. There's a purpose to Keiko. And oh my god, I'm scared now. Like, with Keiko, what are they gonna do with Keiko? Is she gonna just be a generic love interest? That's not what she was. I'm sorry. Yes, did she get saved a lot? Yes, she did. But she could hold her own. No. Oh. Who's gonna be Kawinma? How are you gonna do Kawinma? How are you gonna do Botan? Is Botan gonna still be in the show? And oh my god, are you gonna keep her blue hair? What are you gonna do with Botan? Why is Botan not in that picture? Like, I get it, the four guys are the main characters, or at least the central characters of the story, but Botan was a fucking main character in the first season. In fact, she was one of the most pivotal characters in the first and second season. I will agree, they didn't know what to do with her much in the halfway through the third season, so they had to kind of write her out a little bit. And then the fourth season, because most of it took place in the demon world, she wasn't around that much. Which is fine, that not every character has to be in every season. Like, this goes to the solid execution and writing that the original series had. It took those types of risks. Hell, to kill the main character in the first fucking episode. And originally, they were going to keep him dead. Originally, he was supposed to stay dead. So, I mean... I'm so mad. I'm so frustrated. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my fucking mind over this. I hope this is fake. I hope this. I'm in a fever dream. I'm gonna wake up, and that was just some shitty Photoshop that some teenager did to make a joke. It's funny. You know what? That great Photoshop work, from a teenager. But if a bunch of adults made that, you should feel ashamed of yourself. Your artwork looks bad, and you should feel bad. Okay? No, I'm not pulling any punches. No, you've lost any sort of wiggle room with me, Netflix, when it comes to you announcing that you're going to be remaking any anime into a live-action series or film. You've lost all credibility with me on that, and I am not going to let you slide ever again. I will not fall into the pit trap that was Cowboy Bebop again. I won't fall into the pit trap that was Death Note 2017 again. And again, it doesn't matter if it's made from Japan or if it was made here in America. Either way, they were always bad. I need to do something to clear my mind. Like, fuck. I'm sweating. I'm raging. Oh, man, I haven't had a good rage like this in a long time. Thank you. Thank you, Netflix. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for letting me rage a little bit. Anywho, what do you think about this news? Do you agree with my anger? Are you surprised by my overzealousness? Do you think I'm overreacting? Many of you probably think I'm overreacting. It's fine. It's fine. You could think that. I, for one, no. 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 Fuck you, Netflix, for ruining my day. I can't believe. Well, no, I can believe because you are a greedy corporation that wants money, and you want to tackle that nostalgia market. And there's people that love YuYu Hakusho that probably will check it out of curiosity. But no, I don't think so. You will not get a click from me. You will not get a click from me with that. And those of you who say, you know what, why don't you just boycott Netflix? I'm not stupid now. I Netflix provides me with so many content. I just have to refuse to watch that one. I could live with that. One show over the plethora of other shows, I think I'll be fine. So yeah, share me your thoughts. What you think? Do you think this is bullshit? Are you curious to see it? Are there any YuYu Hakusho fans out there that are like me and are really angry about this? Or are there YuYu Hakusho fans that are like, you know what? I will give it a shot, Tony. You know what? They have not made me waver in their my confidence has not been wavered by the shit content that they have been spewing out when it comes to live action anime adaptations. I'm going to stick with this and I will watch it. Let me know in the comments. I am very curious because I know where I stand. Anyway, thank you for listening to another Old Man Rants. I will see you soon. This is Black Critic Guy, and peace, YouTube.